everyone, it's Haley, and I know I'm wearing the same outfit I wore in my Booktubeathon TBR, but that is because I am pre-filming this since I'm going to a concert the day that Booktubeathon starts, and so I will not be able to film this video, like, on the day. Does that make sense? Yeah. So, today I'm doing the first video challenge for Booktubeathon, and that is the top 3 books that I read because of Booktube, which this challenge I had a really hard time picking because there are a lot of books on my shelf that I don't think I would have picked up either as soon as I did or at all if it weren't for Booktube and like all the hype I heard about them. But I chose 3, well, one's a series, but it still counts. I chose 3 that I didn't really think I would have picked up, because before Booktube I used to be like the kind of person I would look at a cover, and if the cover was nice then I would buy it, and like, don't tell me that you haven't done that because everyone has done it, but that's just how I was. But after Booktube I found out like more about books and I would buy them because I've heard good things about them. Usually I would buy without reading synopsises. I had a really big problem. But yeah, Booktube like changed that for me. So there are quite a few books that I don't think I would have ever ended up picking up if it weren't for Booktube. So yeah, but I narrowed it down and I'm just gonna get right into it because I'm rambling. So the first books I'm going to talk about are actually in a series, and that series is Percy Jackson and the Olympians. And I have seen the first movie and I liked the movie, but I didn't think I would ever read the books. People kept on telling me to read them, and like I never did it. I haven't read the whole entire series, but like I read the first one, and I'm planning on continuing because I really loved them. But I just was like, they're middle grade. I don't know if I want to read it, but don't be fooled. These books are fantastic. I'm not even done, and I'm just going to say that the rest of them are as well. I read the first one and I absolutely loved it, and it's one of my new favorites, so I'm really glad that I fell for all the hype about it because it's definitely worthy of all that hype. The next book I read because of Booktube is actually one that I just finished yesterday, and I'm not going to say much about because I'm still not okay with it, and that is Winger by Andrew Smith. I don't think I ever would have picked this up just because of the cover. Like, it doesn't really appeal to me. It looks like just a really like boyish book. I'm not really a girly girl, but it just seems like a boy book and like just meh. But I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I still can't really talk about it. It's a boarding school book, and it centers around the main character, Ryan Dean, who's kind of like a little bit of a loser, but I don't find him that much of a loser. It's really quirky and funny, and it's just a really amazing book that I'm really glad I heard about on Booktube, because this one I wouldn't have picked up if it weren't for Booktube. These next 2 are also in a series, and it was kind of a toss-up between 2 for these, so I'm going to mention the other one as well. But this one is The Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer. So that's Cinder and Scarlet, and I'm going to read Crest soon. I just don't have it yet. But these books, I'm not really a huge sci-fi fan. I don't read sci-fi that often. But ever since Booktube I have been reading a lot more sci-fi, and I find I've been getting into like more genres that I wouldn't normally. So Cinder is a sci-fi, and I do really like these books. I wouldn't say they're my favorites, but I did give them both 5 stars. I think it was 5 stars. But yeah, these are really good reads, and they are talked about all the time on Booktube, like all the time. So I would really recommend them, and like, don't be like not taunted don't be intimidated by all the hype. Like, don't feel like you have to like them, because I wouldn't say they're my favorites, but they are really good reads, and these are ones that I don't think I would have ever read just because they're sci-fi. The final book I said I would mention in passing is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins, and the only reason I say that I'm mentioning this in passing is because the cover is really pretty, and I probably would have, like, I can see myself picking this up if it weren't for Booktube. But during May, this was like the only book that people were talking about, so that's why I say Booktube made me read it, because I wouldn't have picked it up as soon as I did if it weren't for Booktube. So these are all the books that I wouldn't have read if it weren't for Booktube, and they're really heavy on my hand right now. But yeah, I would give you an update here about how I'm doing in the readathon, but like I said, I'm pre-filming this, so the readathon hasn't started yet. But yes, oh please don't fall. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in tomorrow's challenge video. Bye!